Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another episode of Kendall Arnold Fishing. We just bought a new boat. Yes, I just got a new boat. I am so excited. As you've seen on my channel, for the longest time I've been fishing out of this old bass boat that's had a lot of issues. I've had to make so many repairs to it, all this different stuff, and I figured out, I have a job now, I can afford some stuff. It's time to make a change. So I bought a new boat. Let's strap on the GoPro and take a look at all the different features that this boat has to offer. This is it. This is my brand new 2017 Ascend 12T from Bass Pro Shops. It is a 12-foot kayak, pretty much made for what I want to do. No, it's not a bass boat, and no, it's not as big as a bass boat, but the reason I bought it was because I could get all the features I wanted out of a bass boat. I can stand in this thing, I can put storage in the back, and it'll get me where I'm going. Plus I can go places that you can't really go with a bass boat. There's a lot of different things that I like about this one, and I'm going to tell you exactly why I decided to buy this model and why I like it so much. First off, I guess I'll tell you about the bad things about this boat, things that I'm not too crazy about. And let me tell you, there's not much that I don't really like about this boat. First off, it's heavy. It's not, extremely heavy like some kayaks are. It weighs about 77 pounds. I can pick it up and put it in my truck by myself, but it's a pretty lofty, heavy little, rig. But the good definitely outweighs the bad. So I guess the first good thing that I'm really crazy about is the fact that I can stand in this and not feel like I'm going to fall out. This thing is actually really stable. I believe it's between 32 and 34 inches long or wide, so it's got quite a bit of stability to it. I'm going to go over and show you all the different things about it. First off, you got your handles. You got a place where you could probably stick a crate or just about anything you want and have your tackle there. You go back some more, you have your first storage hatch. This is not dry storage, but it's a pretty big little area. You can see this is still fairly new to me. The manual's still in there, taped in, but pretty big storage area right there. Also in this area is your little foot pegs, your adjustable foot pegs for you to stick your feet on whenever you're paddling. That's nice. Some of these, some of the cheaper kayaks on the market don't have those. I'm glad that this one does. And then farther back you have your dry storage. This is where I'm going to stick my phone, probably my cameras that don't have a waterproof case on them. I've heard that it's not exactly 100% waterproof, so I guess we're going to test that. I've had it out once and there doesn't seem to be any water in it. Back here you have a oversized cup holder, which is, pretty handy. And go back even farther, you have your Ascend, sorry guys, that was a bad angle. You have your Ascend seat. A lot of people don't like the seat. They have issues with the tracks not working on them. I haven't had issues with getting it out. You can adjust it and move it. I've got it in the farthest back section, and that's probably where I'll keep it. Up here you also have this little system where you can mount like a graph, depth finder, whatever you want on there, different stuff, other rod holders. You go back even farther, you have two built-in rod holders back here. Not crazy about them. I'm going to stick a crate back here and put on some just cheap Walmart rod holders. And then you've got an area where you can strap some more stuff down. I don't know what I'm going to put there. I probably won't have anything there. Back handle, drain plug. So it's a pretty, it's pretty nice. I mean, I've always wanted a bass boat, but my main thing is I've always wanted to be able to get out on the water. And some of my biggest fish areas all have, you can't really stick a bass boat in it. There's not enough room to have one in there. So this is the perfect alternative. This is what I wanted, and I saved up and got it. I'm fairly happy with this. I'm very happy with it actually, and I I even took it out a few days ago after work. Caught my first fish on it on accident. Literally, it was just an accident. And like, that was awesome. I fell in love with this thing the minute I saw it, and I've got to take it out. It's an awesome little boat. I love it. So as far as modifications go, there's not really a ton that I want to do to this thing. I'm pretty happy with the overall layout of it. At some point I would actually like to put like a little graph on here, like a Garmin 4X or something like that. But at this point in time, I'm really happy. It's just, it suits me. I really like this boat, and you're gonna see a lot of it. I'm actually, there is one modification I want to put, and that is a place for me to have a camera up front. I want a camera up front, and at some point I want to get another GoPro and stick it on the back, on a pole or something like that, where you can see me from behind. But you know, this is actually probably my dream boat. I love a good bass boat, and I'd like to have another one later, but at this point in my life, I think that this is a good alternative for me, because I can get where I want to go, catch some big fish, and have a good time. It's different than anything else I've ever done. You know, it's nice. I really like this. So be on the lookout for that. We're going out tomorrow morning, I believe, to do some bass fishing, and I'm taking this thing with me. We got a couple cool challenges in mind. I want to do some stuff with it. I even like to go snagging with it. It'd be cool to have to catch a big carp on this. I mean, you go on a little sleigh ride in this thing. It's awesome. This thing is fast too. I like that. A lot of the reviews online said that this thing wasn't really fast, but I mean, I got up and going in it my first time out, and I like that. It's a good little boat. So I'm sure a lot of you were expecting me to have like a bass boat or some kind of John boat, but I mean, I don't know why I didn't think about this sooner. This is exactly what I needed for the places that I fish at. I can even take this thing out on the lake if I wanted to. The Kayak Bass Fishing World Championship or whatever is right here, 30 miles away from me, and they have kayak tournaments all over Kentucky Lake. So I mean, why not? I can still fish a tournament if I want to, online tournaments, all this different stuff, and still be having fun. I mean, it's not a bass boat, but it's close enough. It makes me really happy. If you'd asked me 6 months ago if I wanted to fish in a kayak, I probably would have told you no. But after I put some thought into it, this is a good alternative. I really like this. If you're interested in seeing this boat or any of the other Ascend models, go check out Bass Pro, BassPro.com. You can see them in store. This is the Ascend 12T. Next model up is a 128, which is a little bit wider, I believe, and a little bit longer too, if I'm correct. And you know, for being Bass Pro Shop's brand and not being, you know, like a Hobie or Wilderness Systems, I think that Bass Pro knocked it out of the ballpark, especially with this kayak being under $1,000. This boat, in store, it's like $700, I believe, but I bought it online with shipping and everything. I'm running about 800 bucks. So yeah, it was a little bit of a purchase. It is my biggest purchase ever besides the bass boat, but I guarantee I'll get a lot more use out of this than I ever will the bass boat. Just saying. Speaking of which, where is the bass boat? Well, if you've noticed in some of my recent videos, the boat is not here anymore, and that's because I had it sent away to get repaired. However, after putting some thought into it and buying this kayak, I'm not going to have it repaired right now. Yes, I would love to have it done soon, maybe next spring. It would be awesome to get out on the bass boat, but for right now, I think that this kayak's where it's at. This is what I need to be doing, and in all honesty, it's a lot more fun than the bass boat is, and that's really hard for me saying because I've always wanted, you know, one of those fancy looking bass boats, and mine's not even close to being fancy, but it was what I could get. And now that I have a chance to upgrade, I consider this an upgrade from the bass boat. This kayak, man, I don't know, I really like it. But anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching this episode of Ken Arnold Fishing, and I will see you right here next time.